Hi, I'm Gareth Roberts. I want to introduce you to Cambond and share with you a world technology first that other people haven't seen yet. Green glue for green boards. What do we mean about green boards? We're talking about things like MDF, plywoods, oriented strand boards, right? Products that are made all over the world. The wood panel industry is global and it's huge, worth over $500 billion a year. But it's a mature industry and plants in different countries tend to use the same processes and they all have the same problem, which is the adhesive that they use. They use mainly urea formaldehyde adhesives, and that's the dirtiest part of the process and the most carbon and energy intensive part of the process making those adhesives. It's also the bit that gives them the biggest problem. Around the world, the regulatory environment is changing. Formaldehyde is regarded as toxic, it's carcinogenic, and so the regulations about its handling are altering in the USA, in the EEC, and in China this year. So manufacturers are under pressure to look for an alternative. They've explored them, but the existing alternatives are either too expensive or they can't be scaled. These people use over 25 million tons of adhesive a year. We've invented a solution. We can take biomass, that's the things that you get left over from bioethanol distillation, or algae that's skimmed off blooms in various big lakes. As long as the biomass is a protein component, we can take it through our simple process and turn it into a viable adhesive resin. So that resin then is proprietary, unusual in an industry like this. So we have a suite of patents now, 2 of which have been granted. We can make a resin that is goes into existing production processes and turns into MDF, plywoods and OSB samples in the Cleantech collaboration area if anybody wants to have a look at. It's friendly because there's no formaldehyde. We can halve the carbon footprint according to a detailed LCA analysis that we've had, and it meets the industrial standards. So big manufacturers can change over the resin, become greener without altering their existing production process. We're currently working with 2 of the largest board manufacturers in the world to do full-scale production line trials and demonstrate this. We have a facility now in China. We're actually already manufacturing the resin and we're making small quantities of board ourselves. We've already made over 1,000 tons. Right? At the moment, as fast as we can make it, board manufacturers in China are taking it as samples to try out in their processes. I mentioned then the technology world first. Our resin's got an interesting quality. It combines straw. This is a small model of a pallet made of compressed straw and our resin, right? We've made over several hundred full-size ones, obviously too big to bring here. This weighs less than half the weight of a wood pallet. It can carry 4 times the weight. In the United States, half of all the wood is used to make pallets, right? 1.5 billion pallets a year. So we think we have a new technology being able to give rise then to a whole new line of different biomass-based products for a global industry. We have a JV working in China. We're talking with industry partners to set up a JV here. We particularly want an agri-tech partner, somebody with logistics and biomass experience, to build a manufacturing facility that by the year 3 would be turning out 120,000 tons of resin and have a turnover of over £85 million. The numbers are big because the industry is huge, right? 1 plant in the UK uses 200,000 tons of resin a year, and there are 6 in the UK altogether. So we're looking at £5 million up to 2 years, and also input into the management of the manufacturing facility. Thank you very much.
Thank you.